Today on the channel, from the Empire Strikes Back, old General Rieekan. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our daily Star Wars unboxing, our bonus Star Wars unboxing. On top of everything else we give you on the channel here, or I give you, I guess, you get a bonus Star Wars unboxing every single day as I work through these massive Star Wars collections I've bought over the last year. Start to slowly unbox them, and eventually the end goal here is to get my big Star Wars display up and running. We'll see. It's taking time, contractors, all that kind of fun stuff that don't want to bore you with. But we'll get there eventually. But in the meantime, we're going to continue doing daily Star Wars unboxings like old General Rieekan from the Empire Strikes Back line. But remember, for all your modern day Star Wars needs, make sure you hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below, of course. And a lot of good Star Wars stuff up for pre-order right now. I'm really excited about these comic expanded universe Black Series figures that are coming out. That Jackson, that rabbit, I've known about him for a lot of years. I don't know anything. I never read the comic, but I'm excited to get a Star Wars bunny rabbit in my collection, in my Black Series collection. I got to get that one. I cannot wait for that one to come out, and I've got it on pre-order, so hopefully it comes early May like it's supposed to. We'll see. But today, we're here to talk about our favorite general. Not really. I don't know who our favorite general is. My favorite general would have to be General Hawk from G.I. Joe. I mean, that's probably, when I think of generals, that's who I think of. But a close second would be General Rieekan. Rieekan. General Rieekan. He's Rieekan. But that's who my second favorite general would have to be, outside of course, the G.I. Joe General Hawk. From the Empire Strikes Back, very famous scene there, the old Hoth battle. And you guys that have watched these Star Wars videos, you guys know I have a special place in my heart for the Empire Strikes Back. My favorite Star Wars movie. I love the Hoth battle scenes. Probably my favorite scenes in the Star Wars movie, probably as a whole. Endor's close, though. I love Endor. It's beautiful this time of year, unlike Hoth, which seems to always be cold. It never warms up in Hoth. It's sad times down there. Very similar to Antarctica, I think. But we all know about General Rieekan. He was in the Empire Strikes Back. He had the battle plan. And I remember this big screen. You know, he's pointing and giving the map and getting the battle plans out there like any good general would do. General Hawk did it all the time on G.I. Joe. I've seen it in the cartoon. But that's what he did in the video. And now this General Rieekan figure was re-released multiple times. But I said, I got to get one General Rieekan. He's not like a Han Solo or a Luke or even a Chewbacca that you need different versions of. You really just need one General Rieekan, and that was my plan. I looked around, and this was the one to get because of his accessory, that big board he's got here, the computer screen, whatever you want to call it. That's why I picked this one over, you know, it's basically a re-release or a release of the same figure without the accessories. What fun is that? That accessory is going to come in very handy in my Hoth battle scenes, my Hoth war room, whatever I can end up figuring out one of these days. But I had to pick this one up. Unfortunately, it's about $10 more than the traditional General Rieekan when you get this accessory. So you're paying about $10 extra for this accessory. To me, that's worth it. It's a cool piece. You got to go big or go home, right? I mean, so that's what I did. I picked that up, and away we go. I love the carding on these. We've talked about it. We've opened figures like this before on the channel. A hard, durable card back, very similar to the retro Marvel Legends, the retro Spider-Man figures we had in 2020. Very similar hard card back. Takes a lot to get this dinged up. Not that it really matters because I'm opening this up anyways, but for you mint on card people, there's not a lot of flex in here. This isn't going to get dinged up like, let's say, those new He-Man cards. Those are pretty much just really thin cardboard, easily damaged. Not this. So I always thought that was really cool about this line. But let's look at the packaging first, like we always do. You got old General Rieekan down here. You got a little glamour shot of him. There's this cool computer. The figure, of course, the Star Wars logo, the lightsaber. Not a ton of bells and whistles on the front of the package. You got Empire Strikes Back down the side. With Hoth Tactical Screen, it says. So there it is, the Hoth Tactical Screen, the official term. Not the computer, the tactical screen. There's the back. You got a little glamour shot way up there in the clouds, kind of like he's looking down, like he's a Force Jedi or something. Glamour shot of the action figure, Star Wars logo. Always be promoting. You got the rest of the Empire Strikes Back Hoth people down there. There's that old Wampa set. Must have. If you're going to get Wampas, definitely get that. I love that set. One of my favorite things I've opened up this year. I absolutely love that Luke and that Wampa. So that's the back. Let's see what it says about old General Rieekan. A battle-weary but capable commander, General Carlist Rieekan. So his first name's Carlist. What a name, Carlist. Was the rebel officer in charge of Echo Base on Hoth. Rieekan had to make the difficult decision of evacuating the base that the men and women under his command had worked so hard to build. Most of the evacuation transports were able to escape Imperial pursuit and regroup elsewhere, ensuring the rebellion's survival. Born on Alderaan, he was off-planet, inspecting a new satellite transmission system when the Death Star obliterated his home. Well, good for him. I'm glad he got off Alderaan. He was one of the lucky few. Good thing he was off there. I don't know if there was, when you watch like the Clone Wars and some of the prequels, maybe Rogue One or the absolute prequels, was there any discussion of General Rieekan anywhere? Did he make a guest appearance that I missed or something? I always love those cool throwbacks to characters like him that, hey, here's the younger version of General Rieekan, but he's just, Cadet Rieekan at the time or something like that. Maybe I missed that. Maybe that happened. If I did miss that and anybody knows that answer, let me know. I always love seeing that kind of stuff, but probably tough. You build that whole Hoth station there, and then you just got to abandon it after all that work. I mean, imagine if you were building your home for years, and you just had to abandon it. I guess that happens. If there's a hurricane or something, you got to board it up and get out of Dodge. So I guess it's not too strange. 2003, so this is a 17-year-old pack. Just seems like yesterday these were out in the shelves. I think they were flooding Kmart's all over the planet. But I'm going to open it up if I can. Let's see. There it is. See you later. Frisbee style. Oh, we got twist ties. We always got twist ties from the Hoth evacuation. See you later. Not to be confused with David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff and Hoth. Very similar, as we all know. But there it is, the old plastic prison. Look at that tactical board. There's a lot of tactical things we're going to be doing with this thing in my collection. Tons and tons of twist ties on this one. We talk about it a lot. It's just amazing how much money was spent on twist ties back on the day on toys. And these toys, it's not like I'm opening up the Mona Lisa. This isn't like the most expensive toy in the world. It's just crazy, though, how much care was put into these. Maybe it's something that's missing these days, twist ties in your figures. But when you think environmentally, and that's where Hasbro, they say, hey, we can look like we're better for the environment and we can save money. Win-win. That's what they're doing. It'll be really interesting, as you guys probably saw. It's been making the circle in the last week or so. See you later. The changing of the packaging. Hasbro's committed to get rid of plastics from their packaging by whatever year it was. 2023, maybe, I want to say, something like that. And they showed some Star Wars packaging with no plastic window anymore. It'll be really interesting how that goes. What's going to happen with figure swappers there? There's a lot that could go wrong with that. But I understand they're trying to save the environment, less plastic, all that kind of stuff. I almost wonder if we'll see something like some of the Transformers figures. If you see the window boxes getting smaller and smaller on those, yeah, I'm all for saving the environment, but I want to be able to see what I'm buying at the same time. So it's really an interesting thing. What can you do? How can you stop figure swappers? How can you make sure you get the right paint applications? I don't know. It'll be interesting where that ends up headed once 2023 or whatever it is happens. All right, we got the good general out. Let's talk about him. We're not going to talk about packaging. We can talk about that later. He's got the leg articulation. This is basically Power of the Force style. We don't got arms. We don't got, basically his head, arms, and legs moves, and that's it. I don't know if you need a lot more articulation. It's not like he was doing gymnastics, but it is what it is. No weapons, nothing like that. He just has his tactical screen. That's all he needs. He needs to be able to point. He's got that pointer finger. He can just sit here all day long and just point and say, oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Got to hit him here and then go over to here and then get me lunch, and then I'll be off Hoth. That's what he does. But it looks like it's a dual-sided. Same thing on both sides. I love it. It's a simple plastic accessory, but looks really good if you're putting a diorama up, you're putting a display up. I've got nothing to complain about with this one. I think it's very cool. I wish we could get more things like this. Star Wars always did a good job in the Power of the Force, Phantom Menace era with some kind of accessory packs. Even in this line that we just opened here, they had accessory packs where it would come with like a Speeder Scout pilot plus a bunch of different accessories. I would love to see more diorama accessories between all lines, honestly. I would love to see a Hasbro or Mattel say, hey, I'm releasing 6-inch accessory line, like tables, desks, chairs, vending machines, stuff that is made for 6-inch scaled figures, be it Star Wars, be it Marvel Legends, whatever you want to call. I think there would be a place for some of that, and I think you got some collectors that collect accessories like that, strangely enough, but people collect everything. So it's cool to get these little accessory pieces that the Star Wars 3 3/4 line used to bring us on a fairly regular basis. Seems to be a while since we've gotten anything like this from them. Maybe it'll return one day soon, maybe not. Maybe it'd be a great idea for a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, something like that. I guess we can all hope and pray one day that we get the return of the accessory packs. But General Rieekan, that's who we're talking about, and I like it. I'm all in on this. I think I made the right choice picking this one up. You guys got any thoughts? You picked this one up? Do you have a different version? Am I missing anything with this one? Definitely not a must-have Star Wars piece, but if you're going to build a big Hoth battle scene, you need all the Hoth characters you can get. Obviously, you got to get the General of the Hoth part of the movie. You got to get the Rieekan, and then he comes with his tactical screen. There's just the cherry on top, for me at least. You guys tell me your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As you guys know, we got Star Wars videos every single day. So come back tomorrow and see what we got up our sleeve for the next one. So for General Rieekan, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.